Good morning, heroes, and welcome back. Since I usually don't play or stream on Thursdays, I've decided, and we really need to change that back piece out of a purple one. I've decided to create a ranger for today.
What do you
We'll be back to the
strength?
uh, Templar or whatever his name was tomorrow, but I just figured for now we could get this guy going just to see how well he works out. May change the outfit. I don't think I like the wings on the shoulders.
Loktar.
Not you.
Samsung. Go for
Right.
victory.
I'm gonna change that outfit. Like I kind of like it, but at the same time I don't. So let's go sets. And we're gonna change it to the actual hunter outfit. Okay. We know the drill. I also wanted to go with a class that could do some serious running and gunning. Eventually, we won't really need to do the running and gunning because we'll be able to hit really darn hard. But in case we do need to run while doing damage, like you just stutter stop. If they get too close, you don't even do that. You just start running. And as long as you strafe, like you can't run backwards and your guy keep attacking, right? But as long as you're strafing, your guy will just go. There we go. There's all 8 of the piggies. And we are wearing all heirlooms, so I didn't know which ring would end up being better for us, so I just went with both the Vanguard and Lionheart. Might not be the best idea, but it is what it is. I also figured out how to get the level to show up, so that's a plus. I like doing that. All good, though. He got closer than I thought he would. Now this is technically a level 5 quest, so that can get a little hairy sometimes. There we go. Go pick up this World Forged item right here. Oop. There we go. At least with this armor set, the purple kind of works with it. It's not the best, but it works. Let's see here. turn this in, then we turn around, run, drop off, turn in those quests. Same thing we did with Templar yesterday. Level 3. Because I need to sell as much stuff as I can so that we can pick up professions and pick up new skills. Skills over professions, so. Level 3.
Blood and thunder. Dabu. Strength. For the horde. Go with honor.
And you can see, like, it says that if I do all the quests that I can and turn in, the green bar here is our quest XP. And so now we can see exactly if we're going to level up by completing quests.
Go forth to victory. What can I do for you? Be safe.
Talk to you.
And honor.
There's the level. So now we are level 4. Absolutely just moving and grooving.
Blood and
I
thunder.
didn't want to talk to you, dude. I was trying to pick up the free money.
Loktar.
Here. As you can see, if we do all the quests and turn them in, we gain at least 1 level. I like having that green bar just because it does let me know that it's like, okay, you know, I can quickly get another level by doing the quests that we're on. And it doesn't tell you the completed quests. It tells you all the quests on your quest log. So you just have to be a little careful there. Because I know some people are going to be like, you know, it says I've got 3 completed quests, but I turned them in, and they're not like I'm not gaining my level. It's nope. It is every quest in your quest bag. If it got completed, would you level? And then you down here, and then we take you and go here and go here. Now we need apples, peons, scorpions, and vile familiars.
I can do that.
Get up. I'm not sure which build I really want to go. I mean, there is the Brigand, which is melee. Speaking of which, we need to whop this guy and then do our skills real quick. So we go here. So Brigand is, you have to be basically in stealth, barbed shot, skull piercer shot. So like, and for now I'm gonna take all this off. We're just gonna do archery stuff, but then I need to go illusion. So here, and then we put barbed shot here. So we'll do it on this molded board. So while we are invisible, we go barbed shot, and then we can immediately go into skull piercer if we wanted to. But we have access to plenty of skills now. The thing is we want to fill this all the way up and then use skull piercer, so it does a ton of damage. Go whop this guy.
Work, work.
Do we go invisible? We go skull piercer shot. Or not skull piercer shot. Quick shot. Go back into here. Barbed shot. Quick shot. We can go ahead and pop a skull piercer. And eventually we'll get quivers that we can equip that give us bonus effects like explosion damage or poison damage or ones that make all of our shots AoE or, you know what I mean? So it's like there's plenty of combinations that we can do if we decide to go archery. And of course we're going to miss. Let's see here.
Work, work.
One more worker, and then the Vile Familiars, and then we can go turn all that in. I feel like we're moving a little bit faster, but that's just because we're able to keep moving with this guy. Like, we don't have to stand still.
Okie dokie.
And actually, we can pop this, and we can go ahead and grab mining and herbalism. It's level 80, but it doesn't tell me what it is that we can, like, what's required. Oh, wait. Light leather, malachite, coarse thread. Light leather, malachite, coarse thread. Two more. Uno mas. Oop, that's not the shot that I wanted. There we go. I did not need Skull Piercer going on. We're going to swing over here, grab this staff. And then on the way, we're going to pick up that sword. Because again, that's just sellables. It's free money. Hold on that, because we're going to need it when we get... Ooh, look at all the herbs we get. Free XP. It'd be nice if... Oh yeah, Necro Hydro, the Necro died yesterday. We got to like level 13, and we went to go do a very simple quest, and our minions decided to pull an entire village of enemies. And we got absolutely owned yesterday. And then we made a Templar. He's still alive. Since I don't usually stream on Thursdays, I was like, you know what? I want to try something else today. And so I'm doing this guy. Sorry, chat just popped up that you said anything. My bad. I have no idea how long it's been since you did that. My chat is lagging behind. But yeah. Yeah, Necro, for whatever, I have no idea what caused it. We were running to, like, we took out a wolf, and I was running to go pick up some apples, and my 2 summons just ran at everything over there, and there was probably about, I don't know, 8, 9 people. I immediately started trying to run away, and there was just too many of them, and we couldn't get away, so we died. It was no bueno. Dang. Usually, alchemy or herbalism is not the one that you get a lot of stuff for here in this starter area. I need this to hurry up and be able to track both, though. It's still on herbs. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking along the lines of, if I have summons, I have some tankability, and I should be okay, you know? Why will it not switch over to fine minerals? But yeah, they went and just aggroed literally everything in that little area. And we got absolutely wrecked. So then we made a Templar, because everybody says they're the best class to, like, solo everything. And so I was like, oh, okay, well, we'll give it a shot, you know? And, I'm enjoying it. It's not my forte because it's a melee class, and I don't really like melee. But it's doing okay. It's just, like I said, I don't usually stream on Thursdays, but I figured I was having a blast playing yesterday and the day before, so I wanted to keep on rolling. I'm gonna eventually be using Thursdays as a day to put out, like, build videos or guides or something like that. Thursdays and Sundays. Oh, your Templar died in here? We did okay getting through here. We took a little bit of damage, but with it self-healing, it wasn't too bad. My only complaint is that the charge skill that we're supposed to have, where we, like, actually rush at people, it has 3 charges on it. And for whatever reason, it will only ever let me use, like, 1, maybe 2. It's weird. Get off me. Don't shoot that guy. Stop aiming. No, I'm stuck in the aiming animation. But, yeah, that's my only major complaint, aside from the fact that I don't like melee characters, to be honest with you. I'm not a huge fan of melee characters, and so playing a Templar is very odd for me. But it is what it is. We'll keep playing him tomorrow. But I wanted to mess around with something that was ranged and just kick back and kind of relax a little bit. We're still doing hardcore. But I just wanted to mess with the Rangers, see what we could get done today. See how powerful we could make the guy. So as of right now, if we turn in all the quests that we have, we won't even hit level 7. Bummer. We're just going to keep taking down stuff until we can get back to town. We'll also be hoping to find some more plants that we can grab, but it doesn't look like it. There we go. That's not giving us enough XP to be worth it. Dang. But yeah, no, I like, you know, there's the corpse of poor guy. There's been a couple points where I'm like, okay, this probably will kill the Templar, and then the Templar just smashed right through it. But we are going the tank build for the Templar. We hit, like I said, we hit level, I want to say 13 or 14 yesterday. I can't remember. But we got, nope, you give me that bag so that we can do XP that way. Let's pop this and then grab first aid. And we'll do more skills here in a minute because we are now level 6, and the last time we did skills was at like level 4.
Brawlhall. Go forth to victory.
And then general skills. It's smelting and first aid. 3926, this one.
Go forth to victory.
She wants us to go to Sinjin Village. We're not going to yet because we need to go over here and talk to this guy and do his quests. So. But, yeah, the Templar is good. It's just not my cup of tea, to be honest with you. Like, I will do my best. I will definitely try to get it to level 60 for a hardcore challenge, but it just really, I'm not a huge fan of melee. I have not, let me rephrase that. I like melee characters, but I have not found a melee character for Ascension that I'm just like, this is a lot of fun. I want to keep doing this. A lot of it is starts off really strong and has a cool mechanic, and then gets super weak real fast. Especially when you're trying to take on multiple targets. So.
How you doing, man?
Now, one thing about this class is we won't get any pets unless we go Farstrider, which is the support role for this character. If we go that route, then we will get birds, but they are temporary summons. They don't tank for us, all that stuff. Want popularity, but oh. Get off. And we'll pick up this flower here. So, at least they're showing. Let's turn this in. That should level us, which will hit level 7, and then we go to the cave. Yep. Alright. Yes. Create all. I want to say it's like 30-something bandages gets us to the next set. 25, 28, 31, 34, 37, 40, 46. Hopefully we have enough to get us up to at least 50. Does not look like it. 49. But that's just free. Oop, that was not what I wanted to do. That's just free health right there. Same thing with that potion. Pay attention to where I'm running. What? Oh, maybe it just glitched, I guess. And there we go. First serpent we take out, and we get the serpent one. Are we gonna get lucky like yesterday, where we just got a whole bunch real fast? That was good. Why do I keep getting stuck on stuff? Jeez. Alright, fine. It doesn't like me trying to do the shortcut over there. Go. Now we're looking for bats and spiders. There's the bat. So far it's like yesterday. Now, we had to take out, like, every spider in this dang cave yesterday, though. And it looks like we're gonna have to again. There we go. Just for cash purposes, we're going to go ahead and pick up the bind on account stuff that's down here. Or, not buying on account. The World Forged items. That's what it is. Aha! I know what I'm trying to say. Oh, okay. We went to... Oh, they changed it. This dude used to be able to chase you everywhere. Why am I not able to use... That was weird. For a hot second, I couldn't use any of my archery skills. I was about to end the dang run. Oh. I was not expecting to one-tap him. Okay. Now we just got to get out of here, turn all this in. Do. There we go. Running. One 8. And pop. There we go. I can't imagine that the brigand version of this build is worth a darn. I could be wrong, but it's a ranger. You're supposed to be ranged. The only issue I have with it is the fact that we don't have any pets aside from the birds that are temporary. Alright, now let's go waste time running all the way back down here just to run back up over here. I still think the turn-in for this quest should be here. And then that person gives you the 2 quests to take out the devotees and the big witch lady. And then when you've completed both of those, you go back to this guy to do a report. Like, that to me makes more sense. So I don't understand why they have you doing all this running around. It's the only quest that doesn't make sense for the Horde. Because there's, at least the way I do quest lines, there's not all this running back and forth nonsense. We're going to quickly get a free piece of gear here.
Mokra. String.
3, 2, 1. There we go. Hey, Feldspawn. What I like about the Felsworn is it can be melee, tank, or ranged caster. And it's combo based. Oh wait, no. I don't think it can be tank. I'll have to go back and double check. Why did I just run past the guy I need to talk to? I'll have to double check on that. I know it can do melee and caster. I think it has a tank form though.
So.
There's level 8. Oh, and we need to sell so that we can buy up all of our new skills here.
Zug zug.
I can stay. Ooh. These right here are some pretty cool buffs that you can get. Like we can click this for 30 minutes. Treasures will be marked on the map for us. Light leather, turn 1 light leather into 1 crude leather that you can use for our craft abilities. It used to be called bushcraft. So this one we don't really need because we're not a leather worker, so we won't get light leathers. And when we do, we're just going to sell them. And then this right here, craft a watering skin, restoring health and mana to an ally. Allies may only use a water skin once per minute. And it will work on us as well, so that is a plus. But we're going to go stop the Sinistral Rituals and the Innocence of Sinners, which are the next 2 quests that we have. Ugh, excuse me. It's a bummer we haven't gotten any quivers yet. So our first main challenge for this guy is going to be the switch up here. Ooh. Thankfully, we've got bandages and 1 potion. Oh, baloney, look at that. Y'all saw that, right? I was 100% behind her. Lame. Cannot be bandaged again for 30 seconds. Ugh. Let's see if I missed the jump this time. To go get that shield. Wow, she comes back up real quick. Yep, I missed it. soon as I jumped in the air, I realized it was over. It's like they fixed it to where I can't jump onto that house. It's all good. We gotta go turn it in over here to what's his face anyway, so we're just gonna run straight through here and drop in over there. Maybe we put Brigand, we'll put Wild Strike and Assault. We'll put that up there just in case we need to fight something in melee range instead of trying to use our bow. And then we're going to do the same thing. I actually think I'm going to get rid of mining this time and pick up
Blood and
skinning.
So.
In fact, that's what we'll do. Golly, man. Got a frog in my throat. No, I want to get rid of mining. Why won't you let me get rid of mining? There we go. And then we pull up our book. And we're going to go with Skinner. Because why not? That might benefit our bushcraft stuff. So we're going to run up to Razor Hill because we need to pick up 2 quests there before we go to Ascension Village. Plus, we'll be able to get our mount, which is always crucial. Can you help put towards this one? Yes. Sorry, my sister texted me, so I had to respond to that real fast.
What do you need?
Ah, we missed the caravan. Dang it. Come back, buddy. You left without us. Look how far. And the sad thing is by the time we make it to the town, it's gonna already be on its way back. That's the main issue with it. I'm not gonna go too far out of my way, like I'm not gonna go grab that, but I'm just gonna run straight. By the way, skinning is probably the easiest profession to level. I could literally stand here and just take out these pigs forever, and I will max out skinning. It's leatherworking that is a giant pain. Because with level scaling on, it's a little harder to get the leathers that you need by leveling skinning. Because these things will level up to the point where you can get, see, it's already on its way back. Well, maybe by the time we pick up the quests, it will be back in town, so that'll be a good thing. But with skinning, yeah, I mean, I've already shown in other streams, and I think in a professions guide that I did. I don't know if I actually posted that one, to be honest with you. There's a spot right outside of town, or right outside of Orgrimmar, where you can take on boars and raptors and scorpids, which are all skinnable. The boars also drop meat, so if you're trying to get your cooking skill up, you can cook the boar meat, you can skin everything to get your skinning up. For the most part, you can do a lot of leather working that way as well. But yeah. Wow. You can't gain experience from mining because you recently unlearned mining. So even if I got rid of leather working and picked up mining, or got rid of skinning to get mining, we couldn't level it for 2 hours. That's crazy.
May your blades never dull. For the Horde.
Pick that up. And then I want to mount up.
What do you need?
Here we go. That quest is now done. Level 8. So there's really only 2 quests here that we need to pick up. But I'm going to test something today. Ah! Gosh darn it.
Strength and
We're going to go ahead and pick up...
go forth.
We're just going to pick up everything in this town.
McGraw.
With the exception of the Stay a While and Listen quest, because that thing sucks. I hate that quest. But mainly I come here to break a few eggs and the quest that's up here. Because you can complete both of those down here towards Sinjin Village. But I figure if we're able to... I was about to try and go grab that. If we are able to just do quests on our way back to town too, I think it will increase your
What do you need?
XP per hour. I could be wrong, but
Some.
let's go into the inn, make it our home.
What are you looking for?
So what you want to do is you want to turn, face the door, and say, make our home.
What
That way, anytime you hurt, you can literally just run straight.
go forth to victory.
Browse goods, sell everything else.
Be safe.
And then we still have that to turn in and pick up his other quest. And then we just fill up our water bottle outside of town. And then hopefully the cart is back so we can take that. Consumed by some abilities to boost their effectiveness. Okay. If it's not, we may wait just a few seconds to see if it comes back. So, because that cart's going to be faster than we can run to get back down there. So it's not here. There it is. Yeah, we'll just hold off and wait. Because even if we start running, that cart's going to sit here for a second, and then it's going to take back off, and it'll probably beat us down there anyway. Okay. So his watch is 40,000. Yep, it's 100%. This. Put that in here. So that will start charging before work. And while that's rolling along, let's get something to eat for breakfast. Yeah. Go with a cheese Danish today. All right. And give out. Because that thing goes roughly about 60 to 70% movement speed. We're barely 40.
How you doing?
I'm trying to think if I have anything that would
What you want?
go with this bow,
Okie dokie.
like armor set wise, and I don't think I do. Maybe the druid set.
Later. You come get the voodoo.
Talk to me.
This is going to be less running, more resing, and we can't do that. So. Dang, look how close we were to hitting 9 before we started our quests. Crazy. Alright, so we can do skinning and herbalism. So we're still trying to find herbs, which is good. And then those guys we can take out. And there's no reason to fight the ones on the outside unless you absolutely have to. But we can go run inside here. And there's enough of them that we should get the carrier weight as well. Oop, that was not what I wanted to do. And before we forget, like last time, so we are one level away from being able to pick our spec. I still don't know which way I want to go with it, though. Like, I definitely don't want to do Bridget. I mean, we might look at it later, but I can't imagine that it's worth a darn. Alright, so the elite is there. Gotcha, bud. I actually kind of like having the ability to swap into melee if they get close instead of trying to run and gun. Because there will definitely be places where we don't want to run because we'll aggro more stuff. So, and what's fun is because our stealth is not timed, as long as we don't aggro something, we just waltz on by all these guys if we want. We're gonna take them out when we get on the way back, but another really good reason to go with the ranger is if you're worried about certain areas, you know, not having a stealth mechanic. This guy has a permanent stealth mechanic, unlike some of the other classes that do have a quote-unquote stealth mechanic. Theirs are not permanent stealth, they're timed stealth. So, and then they have cooldowns once they come out of stealth. Alright, now down to the water. Okay. It's a bummer we don't have the ability to walk on water like the Templar. That was a nice little bonus I didn't know that we were going to get. I'll go on land here in a minute. Take those guys out. I want to make sure I get these guys. Wow, we're getting bad luck on these eyes, man. Oh, that's a... Ooh. Hold up. Oh, snap. He hits hard. Holy cow. Go, 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 go. Come on, one. Bandage up. Crap. I thought we got outside his aggro range. Woo! He hits hard. hit like a truck. I was about to end this run real fast. So we've only gotten one eyeball. We found a rare that can absolutely wreck us. Alright, we don't need any more of the pygmy crabs. We just gotta be careful not to go fight that rare again. If we were the Templar, where we were able to be on top of the water, I think that fight would have gone a little differently. But like, that dude just... he hits way too hard. He's the same level as us, though. So maybe if we get, you know, higher level. Really? I hate when it's like, oh, we can't come out in the water, so... Am I able to skin those? I didn't even look. It's just extra XP on top of things we've already killed, so... Not a lot, though. I will say that's the downside to skinning. Unlike mining, unlike herbalism, heck, I think even getting... tailoring gives you better XP for doing it than skinning does. That's why I always recommend if you're solo leveling like I am, then just do mining and herbalism. And I keep forgetting to see if the fish dudes are skinnable. They're not. If you really want perfections that you can just waste time getting XP for, also do the trees. Wood cutting or whatever. They really need to figure out if they want to add that as a real perfection and come up with stuff for it. Alright, so we've got all... that quest is now done, so we're going to head to the main island. We need 3 more of those, and then we need 1 more egg. The egg we can get on the main island is 2. Like, right there. But we just want to get onto the main island here so we can start taking out trolls. There is a probability that when doing skinning, though, for a quest like this, that you might get the field to drop again. Or if it doesn't give you one, you might be able to skin and still get the, like, tiger fur from it. I've had that happen a couple times. And see, there's our last egg. And we just need one more tiger fur. So I'm gonna pop this. I want to see what happens. So for 30 minutes, showing the location of nearby treasure. I don't know what it means by treasure. I don't know if that's world forged item or just treasure chests. But we're gonna find out. I'm hoping that it's world forged items, because that would be a little dope to have. So it's definitely not world forged items. So it's got to be chests. We need one more hexed troll. There's our last hex. Now we just need the voodoos. Two more voodoos. I'm gonna run up here and grab the skull real quick. We're about to hit level 10 before we even go back to turning quests. This is great. There it is. Let's run over here real quick. So Farstrider is technically the support. It's the one that gives you all the birds. Archery is the one that's going to give you all the quivers and do the straight just physical damage of that. And then you have Brigand, which is your melee build. We're going this. So we get archery level 10 increases the tick rate of barb shot by 25%, reduces its duration by 30%. We also pick up Snapseed, toss a Snapseed at an enemy dealing 63 physical damage and knocking them back. So, nice. So now, what we want to do is just mount up. We're going to go turn all this in. As you can see, if we turn in everything that we have, obviously, we actually need to grab one more tiger on the way out of here. But we could hit level 11 pretty quick. I'm going to wait till we get to town to use our book. It says there's supposed to be 3 tigers over there, but I think we already took out those 3 tigers. We'll go see if they've respawned yet. And it does not look Well, 2 are up. Okay, and now we swim back to camp. Thankfully, we still have 2 minutes of our super swim. Yeah, just pop the Titan Scroll. Used to, you had to be level 60 to use the Titan Scrolls. Light leather, we could just sell that. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't going to accidentally run into that, that elite again. That was no bueno, man. No bueno at all. I wonder, will the druid set look better? Where's it at? Meh. Okay, so
Elomar.
92, 1.1.
See ya later.
Greetings, man. Stay away from the voodoo.
Stay away from the
Who
voodoo.
you be? What you want?
71, 80.
Be seeing ya.
Alright. So we'll head up this way to start trying to get the metallic items. And then once we get close enough, we're going to go take out all these guys. Then we can continue up the road collecting more metallics to come over here and take out these guys. Come over here and take these guys out. And then we can go turn everything in like normal. Because then we can get the gnomish tools and then come over and finish up like we normally do. Ooh, we have 1 copper left. That's crazy. Ravaging an enemy dealing weapon damage plus 14 with this weapon generates 1 stack of advantage. Grab this piece. And then run across and pick up this one. So there's 3, 4. Then I think if we come up over here, we'll get 5 and then 6, and then we can run straight across. Yeah, 5, and then 6 is just up over this lip. We won't be able to see it until we get closer to it. Because it's literally just on the other side of this little hillock part here. Right there, see? Got it. And then we are going to run over to this tower, because there's a free piece of gear there that we can grab. We're already so close to hitting level 11. That's ridiculous. Yeah, it does decent damage. Oh, maybe it's not that bad. Really? They walked outside of our range, or line of sight, just long enough for it to, not let me get barb shot off, but the auto shot connected. Level 11. Aw, I thought we had it on that one. There we go. And now we get precision shot. Precision shot takes 35 focus. It is a buff. It consumes advantage now, though. Precisely shoot and... Oh, it's not a buff anymore? That used to be a buff, I thought. We'll have to see. Oh, and it uses that. Ooh. So it uses a... Is that what they call this? Is precision? Oh, advantage. Oh. I thought that was two different stats. Got it. So the question is precision better than Skull Piercer then? Like, what should we be using our stuff for? He's level 9. He's usually not that big of a problem. All right. Not sure. Alright, so Skull Piercer shoots power dealing 44 physical damage, and its damage is increased by 30% for each stack of advantage. And then this one is precisely inflicting 52 physical damage and reducing their healing received by 50% for 6 seconds. Damage is increased by 25% for each stack. So I think the damage output is the same. The difference is this takes a little bit longer to cast. This takes a little bit less. Precision costs a little bit more focus. But in PvP situations, this is going to reign supreme because it's going to limit how much they can be healed or heal themselves. So. We'll have to see which one can get buffed the most. Alright, so that completed that. So far, I feel like this is the best way to go. Is run up to Razor Hill, go ahead and collect everything, run back down to Sinjin Village so that you can just slowly make your way up, completing all the quests. If these guys were over on this side, I would recommend doing this quest, then coming over and doing echoes, and then turning everything in. But because they're on this side, we're going to go over here, do this quest first, turn everything in, including the shinies, and then we're going to go do the gnomish tools, and then we're going to go do echoes of his Suta. Suta? I don't know. And then there's also a quest right outside of that we'll pick up, and then we'll be able to do the harpies on our way to collecting Misha and the Dark Claw. So, moving and grooving, and we still have an hour and 12 minutes. I feel like we're moving faster on this one then. So I did 188 with a crit on a 5-stack. And I did 107. So yeah, I think Skull Piercer's better. Book. I don't know about Brigand. Like, I like to supplement it, but I don't know if I would want it to be my primary leveling stuff. I know when I play tested it, I kind of sort of liked it, but at the same time, it was odd. We need to run over here, do that. I think we should have gone with like undead or something of that nature, like a race that we don't atypically play. Just to shake it up a little bit, but it's fine. I can't wait till we can start getting quivers to do some extra damage with them. Yep, so it's treasure chests. Get off me. Ah, that was cool. I liked that. So run over here. And it makes it all sparkly, which is pretty dope too. Like, hey, I am a chest. Loot me. Should be done with all of that. So we're gonna run up and around, turn in shinies, pick up that quest, run up here, turn in that, fall down, finish the Dire Drought quest, and then turn everything else in. Then we've got Gnomish Tools, Hurry Aseta, turn those two in, technically 3 that will be, because there will be this quest, and then the one that's right outside the cave, so 3 quests. And then we will run off down this way so that we can take out the harpies as we head to the quest. I think we'll be faster going that way. And we want to run this way. Yes, I know there's that bind on account gun, but... Or the world forged. I don't know why I keep trying to say bind on account. It's a world forged item. These count as treasure? Weird. I'm not sure why the guards couldn't just absolutely nuke that thing, but alright. Is gravity turned off here?
Strength and honor. Blood and thunder.
Speak, friend. Mogra.
Like Devin was saying the other day, feel bad for all the ones in the back. You know those guys never get the opportunity to get any water because everyone just goes in and does the first 5. All of these are 174, so we'll do that. We'll swing, no, we'll wait till we complete all the quests. We're about to hit level 12. This feels a lot faster. The way we did it. It might take a little bit of extra time to get it prepped that way by having to run all the way up here. But it's definitely...
For the horde.
And we go in here and we click this.
Strength and honor.
From the wreckage, yes.
Blood and thunder.
Ooh, that's not what I wanted to do. Admiral's orders. Takes us to Orgrimmar.
Strength. Thrall Hall.
We can now turn that in. I'm gonna run up here and do the stay a while and listen nonsense. Thankfully, we just have to listen to him do one sentence, and then we can be like, "Yep, you're done."
What do you need?
Oh, we're broke again.
Thrall Hall.
Won't be once we can turn all this stuff in. Or sell all this, rather. I'm gonna hold on to the leather. I'm gonna hold on to the malachite. Oop, that was not what I wanted to click.
Blood and thunder. Strength and honor.
603. And then we're gonna run inside here and so. So yeah, this apparently just does anything lootable.
Roktar.
Browse goods. Go ahead and get rid of all of this. Alright.
Go forth to victory.
They got us up to 1 gold. Not for long, though. Alright, what are you? Skinner's Grip. Increasing their skinning by 15 for 1 hour. Nice. Not that that's useful. We can actually kick that off. Swift Quiver. Increases melee and ranged haste by 5% and reduces the focus cost of abilities by 10%. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We actually don't even need that on our bar because we have it up here. Ranger's Focus can go to 0, though. Enhances the... enhance an ally... Oh, wait, no, that's a buff. That goes down here. So now we have agility increased by 10 for the next 30 minutes. We do have a horn. Emanate an aura for 30 seconds that grants allies 30% chance when a spell or ability to heal themselves for 21. When active, you generate 3 focus every 1 second. Generates 1 stack of advantage when we do it. And that's all. Oh, all Ranger Horn spells share cooldown. Alright, increase by 4%. That's what we want. We will end up getting Survival Potion as well, because we're going to want Survival Craft, so that the potion now heals us as well. Which is always a good thing. More self-healing we have, the better. Alright. Let's go here. Actually, first, let's see if we can already do heavy. Yep. Create all there. Coarse thread, light leather. So if we can get 1 more piece of light leather, because I think we're at 5. And then we can buy the coarse thread. That's nothing. But I need to know, like, where this... Is this recipe in leatherworking? Like, I don't know how to make it. I goofed. That's not gonna be good. Oh well. That's now sellable. That goes down here. There we go. Okay. Level 12. Now, what I was saying earlier is we're going to go literally just right across here because there's 3 there, and then we just come back up off land, or off water, and grab the 2 quests that are there. And then we do those 3. We can turn those in, and then start doing Queen's Decree. I honestly feel like this is a lot faster. We are an hour and a half and almost... or we've gained 12 levels. I don't think that was the case yesterday. We technically did 26 levels. 26, 27 levels yesterday. In 5 hours. C1. C2. I think the third's on the outside of the boat. Or it only has 2. One of the 2. Because there's that one. There's that one. And it says a third one should be... Oh, yeah. There we go. What's she want for? Oh. Venmo telling me I could win $100? A whole $100? And ba-ba-da. I'd rather aggro the Scorpion than the guy that I'm about to have to take out anyway. Except that. Alright. Oh. There we go. Moving and a grooving. Maybe if this guy ends up biting the dust at some point, we I don't know. We gotta finish trying to do the Templar too. As much as I don't want to do a Templar. But maybe Tinker next? I think we just do all the ranged. That way I can just suffer through and do all the melee all at once. But that brings up a good question. If we do the Rune Master, because it's both ranged and melee, or like the Witch Hunter, like, do we go ranged for those or do we go melee? We need one Moa. And there we go. We just get it while everybody's trying to come up the embankment there. 2:30. Yeah. Such a good skill. 33 minutes left before we could switch back over to mining to pick that up. Done and done. This is sellable. Reputation. We're exalted with everybody. We're honored with the Steam Weedle cartel. The Alliance for neutral. Oh, Allegiance? I don't know who that is. Never mind. Blood Cell Buccaneers hate us. We are hated. This is not good. We do not wish to be hated. Now, as far as turning in this other quest, I actually saw Devin go run and do this, and I was like trying to figure out how he got up to this dude so fast. this is a faster way to get to this guy to turn it in.
What do you need?
74, 74. So all his are the same. Okay. His other two quests are dungeon quests. Can't do them. Now, what I'm going to do is a weird little roundabout. We're going to run and go grab that gun, since we're about to do harpies. And then we'll run out and around to get to the area where we can just take out all the harpies in one go. And then we'll pick up the quest to go do the alligator, and then we will go do Fizzle, and then we'll just teleport back to town. Or no, we won't be able to teleport back to town because we'll want to turn in the quest at what's-her-face? At Maria? Misha. I should be able to remember that because it's, I made the joke to Devin that it's like Misha Collins from Supernatural. I still think so far my favorite class out of all of this has been the Stormbringer. It is by far the best spec that we can do. And actually, before we do... I think I should run up, grab his stuff, and then run back down. Because his is to grab these 5 little bags. And it will make his quest line a little bit faster, too. Again, might be a little bit of extra prep work, but I think in the long run, it will work out. Though I will say, with the Stormbringer, I already have one that's level 60, so what we'll probably do is just prestige him back down to level 1, then do the hardcore challenge with him, and that should be fine, because he'll have plenty of money, so I won't have to worry about gathering money and doing all that jazz. But if we can get him up hardcore that way, I think it'd be pretty dope.
Time is money, friend.
Okay. Now that we have his quest to pick up all the little bags, it will want us to go over here to pick up the little bags. That's usually what we do, which is a bunch of running back and forth. But I figure if we actually run down where we're going to fight the harpies anyway, headed out towards Misha, we'll be able to pick up all 5 bags that we want. That's a pillage sack, so if you don't have access to a bunch of bigger bags like what we do, pick that up. The bags are unsellable, so I kind of skipped those, by the way. But that's like a 12 slot, I think, bag, so not half bad. And if we don't get all 5 bags in the first go through, we can always pick them up when we're coming back to turn everything in. I'm going to run up over here, pick up this bag, which will give us 3. And we just need 2 more, which we should find up in this little area right here. Hopefully. Unless it's above us. I see 2 right there, though. It's fine. So, we've already taken out the first group of harpies. Now we're working on the second group, the pillagers. That was the last bag that we needed, so his quest is now done. And there we go. That whole quest is done. Now we're going to go get Misha's quest. And see, at this point, I'm not even worried about doing the professions. Talk to you real quick. It's like the worst crying ever. It's the worst fake cry. Then we go over here, we do the crocolisks until we get the amulet, and then we come over and do the drop down trick to take out Fizzle Darkstorm to get his claw. Then we run out, turn in that, go turn in the Queen's Decree, and then we run up and we turn in Winds in the Desert, which is the bags that we just picked up, pick up his other quest. That one's still going to require us to do a little bit of running back and forth, but that part's a little unavoidable. And then from there, we run across and we do what's-his-face's quest, the one over here. Because he'll have, I guess, like 2 quests, technically, because it'll take us into Orgrimmar. And then from there, we're golden. Now, how many crocolisks is it going to take? Just one. Ooh, hold on. So that's now turned inable. I wonder if it would be more beneficial to go ahead and just run back to her and then fall. We'll try it. We'll run over there and then run across to fall down to take out Fizzle. "45 minutes left."
What can I do for you?
Alright, so Swift Shot reduces the cast of Precision Shot and Barb Shot by 25%. I like that. Oop. Or we've got Hunting Shot. Fire a shot that ricochets between 3 enemies, dealing ranged weapon damage +6 to each enemy, generating 1 stack of advantage for each enemy hit. I'm going to go with that one first. And then we're going to go boom, 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 and then that one can go away. So we're going to go over to this side. We're going to check our book. We've got no skills ready to rock and roll. And then we're going to fall off on this side. Then we're going to target Fizzle first. And there we go. And now we got to be careful not to accidentally find and then upset the blue guy. Are these guys skinnable? Yes, they are. That's a lot of skinning for us. Not a lot of XP, though, which is kind of a bummer. It's like, here's the thing. Skinning is great and all, but I feel like it doesn't give us a lot of XP. Like, that dude was worth 14 skinning XP, and that's like the most we've gotten so far from any creature. Oh, great. There's big blue guy. I'm gonna hope we can stealth and stay hidden from him. Right, he's far enough away. Question is do we need skinning in order to get stuff for our crafting? There used to be one that was an XP based one. You got like 5 or 10% extra XP. It made Rangers arguably the fastest leveling class because it stacked with all of your heirloom gear. It stacked with the scroll and XP potion. So in theory, you could easily get. I need to move that up, I think. There. You could easily get, I don't know, 30. Let's see, what was it? So this gives you 70% XP. Then the potion was another 50, so that's 130. Plus the 150, which is the aura. So that's 270. So you can have 280 if it's 10%. Like, that's massive. Now, granted, some of that XP bonus is only from killing monsters. Some of that is for both that and turning in quests, but tomato. Alright, now we turn in this, then we're gonna run up, turn in this one, pick up his other quest, do his other quest. We may be able to basically get to the Barrens before we have to log off today. That's awesome.
Strength and honor.
60. Kargar, he has the dungeon quest. That dude wants us to go to the capital. So yep, now we're going to turn that in. We're going to do his next quest, which is going to take us in this little valley right here. And then we're going to turn that in, and then we're going to go over here to Margaz. He's going to send us up to a cave up here. And then we come back and talk to him, and then he's going to send us into Orgrimmar. And then Orgrimmar is going to send us to the Barrens. Now, in case you guys have missed the other streams, the only quests that we do not do are going to be group quests and dungeons. They're the only ones I won't do unless I know for a fact that the group quest is super simple or easy to complete. So there's that. But yeah, those are the only two types of quests that we don't do, just because we don't want to take the extra risk.
Have a good one.
Okay. I was hoping to get to avoid all that, but oh well. We're already almost 14. This is awesome. Yeah, I think doing it the way we just did in this stream is probably the fastest way to get quests to turn in properly. I forget what the add-on was that I used to run. Was it Quest Helper and TomTom, I think? Where Quest Helper would be like, okay, pick up a quest from this guy, and this guy, and then we're gonna go do those quests. Don't pick anything else up. And then you would just pick up the quests that it told you, and whoever had done it had figured out like the best and fastest way to do quests in every zone. And like you could tell it, you know, oh, this is gonna be my starting zone, and it'd be like, okay, and then it would also take you through quests so that you would hit different zones too. And I'm almost to the point where I feel like we should just pick up leatherworking. As much of a pain in, yeah, we haven't even been able to work on herbalism for a while. You shouldn't be able to hit me if I can't hit you. That's not fair. Oh, our map came off. Maybe we add a new map. Boop. Yeah, I think we'll get rid of herbalism later. Take up leatherworking and do an actual profession. Plus, I have a feeling that the I can't even think. The two gem encrusted items that we can make, I think that's in leatherworking. So it just makes sense to pick up leatherworking anyway, and work on that profession. This is crazy, just how much smoother I find the play experience with ranged characters. This one specifically because I like the ability that I can move and shoot if need be. I don't have to stand still like spellcasters, so that's always fun. But at the same time, it's like I find spellcasters lately to be more enjoyable than melee characters. It's weird. Look at that. Even if I turned in all four of these quests right now, we would only get roughly a quarter of our bar. We're going to pick up that one first. That gives us a new heal ability. Or at least For now, it doesn't. But once we get another level to where we can grab survival kit, our survival potion also heals us, which is important. The more healing we can get that we can supplement into our rotation and our build, the better, because it will make it easier for us to live. And we're going to go ahead and take away the melee stuff, because don't need it. Alright. And then we head through, we turn that in, and then turn around and head over there. How much time we got left? 30 minutes on the dot. Oh, this is going to be good.
What's up?
242424. So we'll just pick that one up. Let's go. C, skills, herbalism, unlearn, yes. And we'll pick up leatherworking. Honestly, like, all the crafting professions are kind of a giant pain in the butt. Like, for reals. Like, if you're not going to dedicate time to them, they can be a giant pain. Cooking can be a giant pain. First aid's probably the simplest, because it doesn't really require a whole lot, unless you're trying to make specialized bandages, like the anti-venom bandage. But, like, you know, your silk bandage only requires silk. Heavy silk bandage only requires silk. Like, it requires more silk, but, you know, it's the only real profession that doesn't require a whole lot. Give me the quest. Thank you. And then we want to pop this book. Grab this. Grab leatherworker. Huh. Those other items disappeared. Grove key. We can now pick locks. I didn't realize this build had that. Here, leatherworking goes down there. And we can work on leatherworking later. It'll probably be off camera. Let's see. Ranged abilities fire a poison arrow, dealing 30 nature damage or 15 stacked 3 times. Cannot occur more than once. Or, sorry, more than twice per second. Only one quiver can be active at a time. Shares cooldowns with other quivers. And then we also... let's see how that works. We also got Throat Cutter. Shoot an enemy in the throat. This silences them. So if we come up against spellcasters, we'll keep that on our bar for now. Go here. That did some pretty decent damage. Okay. There we go. All done. That quest is super easy. I don't know. I like the poison arrows. Maybe we try to figure out if there's a way to buff poison arrow, maybe? I don't know. We'll have to see. But that did some pretty decent damage. I like that. I mean, this one's good because it reduces focus cost, but we aren't really having too much of a problem with that. Now we can't learn or get XP from herbalism if we get it back for 2 hours, and our mining only has 8 minutes left, or 5 minutes left, rather. Sorry. Interessante. Then we have the Titan Scroll of Norganen, which we've only got 1 stack of that. And it's giving us completing quests increased by 3% and monsters by 2%. Damage dealt to monsters increased by 2%. I don't know if all of that goes up or not.
Be safe.
Then we wait.
Magraw. Speak, friend.
There we go. Now we can go into Orgrimmar. So yeah, before the end of our basically 2.5 hours, we will be in the Barrens. Hold on to the leather and scraps. And then we need to sell all of that stuff. Let's see here. None of that's any good. By the way, just to let you know, for skinning, cooking, leatherworking, early level, right here, there's like a pit that, I shouldn't say a pit. There's like a little depression right there where there's a bunch of pigs, scorpids, raptors, you name it, they're all right in that little area. And you basically just make a circle. And you just keep making that circle, kill, loot, skin, rinse, repeat. And maybe instead of starting the Barrens, we go work on leatherworking once we turn all this stuff in. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy, just like the amount of stuff. For the Horde, Transmog, create an outfit. It's crazy just how easy getting skinning up is. Cooking's a little bit harder. That was a level 60 Sun Cleric. This is how you can tell if the server is completely dead. Come talk to this guy. Yeah, 46 gold in 3 days. Or 3 days left. Now, there will be a bunch of people that will dump, 100, 200 gold, whatever, into that, probably getting closer towards the end of the lottery period, but yeah, if we were on Bronzebeard, that thing would probably be already up over 1,000. Because people will do that. They'll dump, gold here, gold there, 10 gold, whatever. Depending on how well they're doing on the auction house or daily quests and whatnot. And, yeah. So we go run over here. We're going to turn this into her. Then we select, pick up her next quest. Then we run down into the underneath to talk to Neru Fireblade. Slaying the Beast is a dungeon quest, so we can't do anything with it.
Speak. Blood and thunder.
Axeloth, that sends us out to his guy out there in the Barrens. Mining is about to come off. So far, I'm loving the Ranger way more than the Templar. We're still gonna run the Templar. I'm not saying we're not. It's just I'm not. I just don't like melee, man. But we'll be back with the Templar tomorrow and just see how far we can get tomorrow with him. I think we just devised the best way to do quests, though, for Razor Hill and Sinjin Village. Back to Vol'jin, arguably the second greatest war chief we've ever had. Just saying. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea who the war chief is right now. Did Thrall come back and be war chief? I'm not like that should tell you how out of the loop in the story I am. Like, we really should go back and just pay attention to the entire storyline, or I could look it up. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but like on retail, I don't know. The last war chief I remember us having was Sylvanas. And then she went crazy, and then they made her out to be the uber big bad guy. And then come to find out that it's not that she's the uber big bad guy, it's the fact that she knew that there was a problem and she was trying to fix said problem, but the only way she knew how to fix that problem was making everybody, Horde and Alliance, angry at her. And so she did the one thing she could think of that would make everybody angry at her instead of angry at each other, because she was like, oh, I know that if it was just the Horde or just the Alliance trying to fix this problem, the problem can't be fixed. So then they were like, yeah, so she's really not a bad person. She's really a good person. She just did dumb things in a weird way. And yeah. I'm not a huge fan of it. Alright, so this is where I'm talking about right here. So unless they lowered, yeah, here you go. This place is full of stuff, and they will respawn pretty much by the time you get through one whole circuit. So what we'll do is we will pull open this. We'll go ahead and pick up cooking as well. Don't care, but we'll grab the spiced bread. And then we'll put basic campfire as well as cooking down here. Open this up, create all real quick. Okay. So anti-venom requires small venom sacks. If we can get those from the scorpions while we're killing them, we can use those as well. So, and then wool. All right. Now that that's out of the way, we're just gonna go ahead and spend the last 17 minutes getting skinning and leather working up. What I want to do is drag as much over to me as I can. And for the most part, this can work on retail too, just so you know. Bronzebeard it will work on. Illume, Area 52. This area right here is good, period. For early level leatherworking as well as early level cooking. And potentially early level bandage making. So like as of right now, just have mats. We're able to make some more light armor, but that's where we really are on it. And like you can run them out that way if you really wanted to. You don't need to though. Like if all you're trying to do is pick up the pigs for the boar meat, like you're good. And we're already at 61 on skinning. I think I already have the whistle for the boar. Nope, apparently I don't. Now I do. By the way, the quest that is popping up right in front of us, it's not actually right there. It's in that hut right over there. And what it wants you to do is run to Orgrimmar, talk to a person, run back out here, take out a bunch of scorpids, and then run back to Orgrimmar, turn that in, and then run back over here, and the whole thing is timed. Now granted, they give you like an hour to do it, 30 minutes to do it, something stupid like that, so not that big of a deal, but still. Crazy. Alright, and so far we have 21 chunks of boar meat. Now, unless they fixed the timer, stuff should start spawning back in here in just a second. Or we're killing too fast, one of the two. Yeah, it's all good. So let's go leatherworking. Here we go. Coarse thread. It says it takes, like, look at this. 58 int for a level 1 pattern. But it's level 80 requirement. You can't wear this. Like, we can't wear this. So I don't understand why those are there to be made. We somehow already have magic scale stuff. Level 50. I'm so confused. Level 28. Spirit gear. Intellect. The only thing I can think of, and like this requires strange dust, which is enchanting material. Iridescent pearl, that's stupid expensive for a level 12 plus 5 spirit. Like, I don't understand some of this. Alright. Let's take everybody back out. And then we'll do some cooking. Now, my thing is if like that gem encrusted item, if that gave us a absolute ton of XP, right, for leatherworking, like boosted us to like 60, you know what I mean? Like, I could see why making some of that gear would be worth it, but if it only gives us the general, 3 points to make it, I don't understand what would make it worth that. You know what I mean? And I know of a way to test it. So, here in just half a second, I want to get a couple more pieces of this, because like with cooking, as of right now, we can make 29 of those, which will easily get us into the next little set there. 30, that's good. So what we'll do, because we need to go to Barrens anyway, we're going to hearth. This actually takes us back to Razor Hill. And there's a vendor right outside, or right there in Razor Hill, that will sell us the,
What can I help you with?
what you call it?
Speak, friend.
Enterprise goods, sell that one.
For the Horde.
Okay. And then there's a vendor. Trade supplies, there we go. This guy will sell us coarse thread.
Roll Hall.
Go ahead and just grab a whole stack of it.
Graw.
We'll hold on to the medium leather for now. Okay. We'll do the cooking first, and then we'll test the enchanting. And for cooking, because that is technically a table cooker, we don't need to make a bonfire. We can come just stand right here. And we can say create all. Ooh. Spice bread's already out. Roasted boar meat, though, just turned yellow. We're up to 55, 58, 61. All right, real quick, though, we're going to... Nope. Pop this book open. Go with cook. Go with Skinner. So this requires coyote meat, which we won't be able to get for a while, I don't think, and then clam meat and refreshing spring water. Spiced wolf meat. We might be able to get the stringy wolf meat at some point. We're going to go ahead and pick up all three of those, though, just in case. And then we're going to go ahead and finish this. There's level 70. There we go. All right. So that's all of cooking. Nice. First and foremost, we could do this. This is the cheapest pattern we have. We do have the... that's not what I wanted. So we also have hand-stitched leather gear, which is all low-level stuff, right? We can make more light leather. Let's do that real quick. Yeah, look how fast that came off of being gold, or whatever color you want to call that. It's now green, and it's ridiculous expensive to make, and we'll never be able to wear it. That's what really bugs me, man. That we could do. Says I can make 13 of these, though. I wonder how much one of these would be worth to sell. Or... no, because you'd have to have skinning in order to be able to make or get the materials in order to leatherwork it for enchanting. So the only other thing I could think of is that you would make this for enchant material. But I can't imagine that you would do that either, because it's level 80 and you can't wear level 80 gear. We could either do 27 light armor kits to try and get us up. We're at level 22 right now. Or I tell you what, I wanna show off. I think this will still do it. So I'm gonna create one. Nope. So it's only on green gear that works. So we'll just go light armor kits then, create all, because we can sell those. We'll do that till it's... 40, 43. Then we'll go here and we'll make all of the hand-stitched leather cloaks that we can. $52, $55, everything is now green. Okay, so this will be a good one to show. I'm going to go ahead and make all 3 of these. But, so, that one has stamina and dodge rating added to it. More agility and stamina added to it. And attack power and armor penetration added to it. That's actually probably the best one that we made. So, that's a huge benefit there. And we're up to 64, by the way.
Be safe.
So we're going to sell all of this. That can get sold too. I don't really care. And there we are. So we ran out of materials, but we ended up getting, and we will call this, like, we're actually going to go run outside of town. We need 46 XP. So we got our cooking up to 70, which is really good. We did get some new crafting materials there. We did get our leatherworking up to 64, so almost enough to be able to get the next set. I still don't understand some of this stuff. Like, if we end up getting it, we can make it, but, like, I don't get why this is already just in our inventory as craftables. Like, none of this makes sense. This needs a jade, silken thread, medium leather. I don't know. There we go. So we also got to level 15 before the end of today's stream, which is awesome. It's kind of a hand toss for me right now. I don't know which one I want to do, or to continue. I don't know if we go and continue the Templar, or if we're gonna go and continue this guy, but we'll figure that out before tomorrow and stream some more of that. Stream should be right around 8:30. I have to take the little ones to school tomorrow and drop them off, and then we'll be able to jump on stream from that point. But yeah, so doing fantastic. We'll hold on to, well, we don't need to check more meat. Doesn't give us anything. So yeah, we will continue on, but that's that's kind of roundabout where we're at. We don't even need you anymore. Delete that. Put that down there. I'm just trying to organize this a little bit better. There we go. And then as far as, we also got this up to 90, which means we can start doing wool and anti-venom if we start getting some of that stuff. So that's good. Got to level 15. It only took us roughly 2.5 hours. But we're doing fantastic. I do appreciate everybody. If you are interested in seeing more of this guy, please let me know in the comment section below. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, like about 83% of the people that watch the content, please subscribe. It lets me know that I'm doing a good job, but more importantly, it lets you guys know when I go live. We'll figure out between now and tomorrow whether we're going to continue this guy or we're going to continue the Templar. The Templar may get put on the back burner and we'll just work on the Ranger for now. We'll see. I don't know. I'll figure all that out. But best way to figure out which way we're going to go with it, subscribe. Or if you're over on Twitch, follow me on Twitch. Both are great ways to know when I go live. I try to stream every day with the exceptions of Thursday and Sunday, but I was really excited to do this today, so we streamed today. Other than that, I will catch you guys in the next one. Stay safe, be loved, and as always, stay legendary, heroes. Peace out.